Now, a fishing legend in his own mind. Here's Rick Jordan.
Yeah.
He just made you look silly.
Forgot about the fishing legend in his own mind, which is 100% true if you know Rick.
Mm-hmm.
100% true.
But we love him. We love Rick. We kid because we love.
He's much better at this. At least he knows when the cue to talk is, and evidently I don't.
He has more practice.
Hi, Tom. Hope it's to everybody. Well, good morning, Jackie. Hope everybody's doing well. It's we got, I'd say, probably 3 inches of snow yesterday in some places.
And then some.
You think it's more than that?
Heck yeah. You want to come shovel my yard?
Huh. What say you, Russ Francisco? I say it's 3 inches. I think that Jackie's one of those people that embellishes on snow totals.
Pshaw.
I'm 3 to 4 here in Morgan Park, so I'm plowing out now. And the store was about 3 to 4. That's what they told me this morning. They plowed that out. So we're just moving along.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
We were just, you and I were just talking yesterday on the station down the hallway about ice conditions because it's going to be a frigid weekend. And then I think I saw on Monday high of 2 below or something like that. Anyway, making even more ice. We've made a lot of ice. It's been a pretty good ice fishing season as far as ice conditions go. But now you probably, in a lot of places, be able to take the truck out.
Pretty close, and up north they are already, and over by Brainerd, they're driving on it. So, yeah, we're into a normal winter, and ice fishing is still good. So we'll see what happens next. I don't know. We're hustling. It's funny because we talk ice fishing, and the guys at the store talking ice fishing, and I'm up in the office talking next season, the summer season, because I'm looking for inventory, making sure we have stuff. And so for me, my season changes early, but for them, they're all done, and they're just moving right along into the next season.
Yeah, and and so many people, and it's not just around here anymore, that ice fishing is sort of taken, the popularity of it has taken off nationally. In a lot of places that maybe didn't go ice fishing before, it seems to be increasing in popularity, even though it seems like the opportunity to, weather is certainly going to play a factor into that. But because of that, we're seeing some inventory issues.
We are, and we should. I mean, here's the thing. Winter was funny this year. It started off really cold, then it got nice. This is the second week of January. I mean, we should be, starting to run out of stuff. And the manufacturers are way out because we had 2 years of not very good ice fishing, right? I mean, we had no ice one year. We had too much snow. I mean, we just had maybe even 3 years we could say that it was tough. But last year was sort of a little better. So people bought a little bit more, but the manufacturers did not. They were not taking any chances. So they bought just what they knew they could sell. They did not want to get caught again. And so consequently, we're starting to run out of stuff. But, we've got like those Maven augers in the 8 inches. We got 6 of those left. We don't have any 10s. There are no more to buy. We've got plenty of ions in the composite blades. We're starting to run out of steel. But, I mean, it's not like we don't have stuff for people. We're starting to run out of some sizes of boots in certain styles, but we have other styles at the same size. So, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not like it was during the pandemic where there was nothing to buy. It just that now you got to get a little bit pickier, and you got to, you say, well, maybe I wanted that black color, but I got to take the black with the blue lining in it or something. That's all. So, and then Clam is going to have some reconstruction. So we bought a bunch of their suits. So you can buy Clam suits at half price right now, floating suits. We've got some Striker on that rack. I think there's even some Eskimo. So, we're just buying stuff and filling in whatever we can. So it's just fine. It's a good run. We'll finish the season just great. We're going to be 50 years old this year at the store. So we've got a lot of stuff going on, and we got to get ready for the shows. That's where we're going to kick that thing off. So in the Duluth show here. So that's going to be a little bit of a rush here, but we'll get her all done. And so, 50 years, not crazy.
That is crazy. Congratulations on that. That's just awesome.
Yeah, I am old. It's just the way it works, But I really like what I do, and that's why somebody asked me there, "Why are you still doing this?" I said, "How old are you?" I said, "Well, I'll be 74 in April." I says, "And I just like what I do. I can't help it, And so I come to work every day as long as I'm healthy, and I'm going to keep doing it. So it's a good time, and the kids are having a good time. So we're just having a ball. So there's lots of good deals right now. So you can buy tents at 10% off and better. We've got 10 assembled tents out front that we used at the show in Duluth. We're selling those too. We've got we've got pop-ups. We've got pretty good shape in Eskimo. We're real good shape in in otter, and we're okay shape in clam, and so we're doing okay there. We've got plenty of sizes, like I say, in boots and hats and gloves and mitts. We're okay there. We got lots of lures. We've been able to keep ahead of that pretty good. Sharky's been keeping ahead of the rod and reel combo thing, but he's been buying some neat deals. He's got rod and reel ice fishing combos for $20, so we found some of those. We'll try to stretch people's dollars too, and it's just what we do. And so we're having a good time with it, and we'll just keep on hustling right into the Duluth show, and then we'll see what's left. But here we go.
Yeah, that sports show, third week of February? Am I correct on that?
Yeah.
All right,
yep.
Yeah, and that's and you guys always have a big display down there as well, and at that point, even though a lot of people are still full bore ice fishing, doing winter activities, a lot of us are thinking warm weather fishing and that sort of thing, and you'll have all of it there.
We will. We'll have the lower floor will all be summer stuff, and the upper floor will all be what we have left in winter on sale and stuff like that. Freddie's going to put snowshoes on sale this week. I think he's going to put them at half price. So hopefully we get a little more snow and people can get out and play a little bit. But so we're going to have lots of half price stuff. Like I said, we're sort of kicking off the 20-year thing a little bit early with the rest of ice fishing. But when we hit that show, people will be really happy with the summer deals we're going to have and things like that. So it's sort of exciting for me. You get to do it once, and I keep telling everybody I'm halfway through my working career, but I might be exaggerating a little. So I don't think I'll get another 50 years out of it.
Yeah. Are you seeing any kind of ice development on Lake Superior at all? Anything that's indicating that we're going to be able to get out there?
When the water goes flat, we get skim ice. It just won't stop blowing. So it's the only person that knows is the good Lord, and we'll just see what Mother Nature gives us for no wind and what we get for cold. So we got a shot at it. I always tell everybody if we're on the ice by the middle to third week of February, we usually will get a month out of it. But water's plenty cold. It just won't sit still.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, direct us over to Marine General on London Road, Russ.
Right in the corner of 15th Avenue East and 1 Road here in Duluth. We're open 9 to 6 Monday through Saturday, 9 to 3 on Sunday, marinegeneral.com all the time. And if you have any questions, call the 800 number. It's 800-777-8557. We ship every day.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know where the jingle is, Jackie. Probably don't. No,
I haven't found that
It's
yet.
in there. Come on into Marine General. We know.
We can sing it.
Well, we could, but I'm not going to.
We don't want to do that to Russ.
Hey, Russ, thanks so much.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Russ Francisco, he's the Fishing Hall of Famer here in the state of Minnesota for Marine General on London Road. This is the Fishing Frenzy. Tom Robick in for Rick Jordan on KDAL. 19 minutes past 9 o'clock. It's a Fishing Frenzy. Tom Robick in for Rick Jordan here on the Fishing Frenzy after what we've determined is 3 or 4 inches of snow.
3 or, yes, depending on
3 or 4, depending on where you
what
are.
part of the lake you live next to.
By the way, anglers, hunters, trappers, you're all invited to share your thoughts with the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources about regulation books that are published annually to inform people how they can legally hunt, trap, fish in the state. I know a lot of people get their information now online. I still like the little handbook. I still like to use it. I peruse it. I try to make sure I'm doing everything correctly out there.
It works when the power's out or when, you don't have your phone, you still got your manual.
Yeah, but the power's out. We're out in a field somewhere.
Well, see, there's no power, right? So you
right.
need it.
You're absolutely
That's
right.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, but we all have these little handheld computers, that get us along there. But they produce 3 regulation books every year, the DNR does, for hunting, fishing, trapping, waterfowl hunting. And they're just trying to get some feedback on how they're used, if they're necessary. I would imagine they're expensive to print and everything. So there we go. All right, speaking of hunting, Superior Shooter Supply. Pat's on the horn. Hi, Pat.
Hey, good morning. It's a good topic about those regulations because I have to laugh at myself, especially for everything, but deer hunting. You think I can ever remember the times of beginning shooting and ending shooting because I don't, it's the whole sunset thing, and then you got to add 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm in my blind and with my phone, and I'm
same.
Good
I forget all of it. From one year to the next. I've been hunting and fishing now. I'm 61, so I've been going for a long time, and I forget every year. Honestly,
I know. And I'm a page turner. I really do still like the paper.
Yeah.
But I have to say the convenience of having it online sometimes is great, too, as long as you have a signal. But I found out I wasn't the only one that struggles with it.
Yeah, and honestly, you could probably just do it really quickly just by Googling something on your phone. But I like to have those, and I like to have it in the car, the truck, or whatever, and when I'm out there, and I can just grab it and reference it. And we should all be familiar with these regulations because they do change. They will change or be tweaked from year to year, and you need to pay attention to that stuff. So anyway.
They absolutely change, but my heart goes out to the people that fish, which I don't, because holy smokes, that one is brutal with the size and the limits. At least in Wisconsin, and different lakes, and oh my goodness. So,
yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it changes, with hunting too, depending on what zone you're in. The zone and each lake might have a different slot. I mean, it's there are a lot of things to keep track of. So, yeah. Well, you got to do your homework if you want to enjoy, heading out the outdoors, doing these outdoor sports. Well, let's talk.
For sure.
Yeah, let's talk about Superior Shooter Supply, and you and I have talked in the dead of winter before, Pat, about what keeps you guys busy, and there are a lot of actually enthusiasts right now they're doing target practicing, they're getting their firearms in the off season tuned up or fixed or whatever. Those are services that you guys always offer.
Yeah, you absolutely nailed it. Because people think January is our slowest month, and it's not at all. It's the same, and this is exactly a lot of people come in, because cleaning your gun thoroughly is, maybe people don't have the right area to do it. We do that, checking scopes, a lot of gun purchases being made, and that could be from whatever, in Christmas or whatever you have. We're quite busy. Absolutely, people take advantage of target shooting in those ranges that are open. And another thing is, if you're especially a metallic reloader, which that market has dwindled somewhat, I won't lie about that because of the scarcity and the cost, but it's certainly coming back now. And one thing we do have is a pretty good selection of used reloaders, and especially in the metallic and in shotgun too. If you're just starting out, it's nice to get a good, solid used reloader, and we go through them. I think in about a week or so we're going to have a pretty big influx of that too, and I'll keep you posted. But it's nice. It's just like everything else. There's wonderful used firearms out there. There's wonderful used reloading, and it's a good start. But that does constitute a good part of our winter business.
I can tell you that that always harkens back memories when I was a kid, and I know that reloading has become very popular again. When I was a kid, we would have to go downstairs to the workbench down in the workroom that my dad had, and we all had to reload 2 boxes of shotgun shells throughout in the off season. Like it's your night to do it.
Is this by candlelight, or did you have electricity?
No, there was an overhead light, and
that's tough.
Well, you're making
we knew where all the
like
primers were, and
it was a hardship.
I don't know. You remember those shotgun shells that were sort of made out of cardboard back in the day?
Oh, yeah, paper shells.
Yeah, the paper shells. Yeah.
Yep.
They don't still make those, do they?
They do, and that's funny. If they do for target, and when I was actively competing in trap, I shot those Federal, and they had the best smell. I mean, after you fired them, it's weird, but they had the best smell, and they were really, really sought after. They still make them, and of course, like everything else, they're more expensive than the plastic now, but they're still around, but not as prevalent as they used to be.
I did not know that.
One time and throw them. Yeah,
the smell like the cap guns that my brothers used to have. Is it that smell? I can totally remember that.
It was
smell.
like that. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly
I'm caught
right.
Up. Okay.
Yeah. All right, Pat. Well, let's talk about Superior Shooter Supply. So, some of the specifics. What do you got? What's keeping you guys busy?
Well, again, we're fortunate to have a big inventory of used firearms right now, and it's a new year, so we're kind of waiting for the new stuff to come in. But we do, and we have a huge amount of consignment firearms, which are usually quite unique. We certainly, again, if you want to get that gun clean, please bring it in. We'll strip it right down for you, and usually you're not in a hurry this time of the year. A lot of people are trading out their optics for sure. Our reloading supplies are in pretty good shape right now. So, again, it's the time of the year to do that. And we're getting ready. It's going to be another month or so to put about a month, we'll start putting our turkey. Turkey season is right around the corner in our world, even if it's about 2 months away. But the anticipation is great. The National Wild Turkey Federation, Gitchigumi chapter, their banquet is February 27th, and we've got a lot of room for you there in Superior. In Eloise is at the Belgium Halls where that's going to be held. So there's a lot of things to look forward to, and that's what keeps us busy.
Okay. Great store, Superior Shooter Supply, 1705 Winter Street in Superior, Wisconsin, U.S. of A. Thanks very much, Pat.
You bet. Thank you.
This is the Fishing Frenzy. Tom Robick in for Rick Jordan on KDAL. Tom Robick in for Rick Jordan on KDAL. Hope everybody's doing well as we launch ourselves into what's going to be a cold weekend. I mean, that's what we're looking at. So
put on your big coat.
That's exactly right. Layers, people, layers. Kind of, I don't want to say stunning news, but because it's been so long, this was surprising news. Minnesota's walleye limit, generally 6 walleye. And there's a new proposal, or they're just proposing it. It's not anything that's set in stone yet, but a new statewide 4-fish limit, which would start in 2027. So things could change, and we'll keep you abreast on that possible change that could be coming here in the state of Minnesota. It's been 6 walleye for as long as I can remember.
Oh, really?
I think since the 50s. Johnny Chalstrom might be able to offer a little bit of insight into that. Johnny, how long has it been?
Geez, I'm lucky if I catch one.
Yeah.
I don't know. My whole life, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I want to say I read somewhere that it was like 1956 since we've been able to get 6 walleye. And it varies, from lake to lake, of course, but that'll take some getting used to.
Yeah. Is this a done deal, or is this something they're proposing?
Yeah, it's just a proposal. Again, yeah, that's something that they threw out earlier this week.
Yeah.
That they're considering statewide limit to 4 fish. To protect, basically trying to be proactive, protecting fish stocks, because they say, and I'm curious to hear what you say, but they say one of the main reasons is because the technology has gotten so much better, it's easier to catch fish.
Well, definite the technology has really been a game changer over the last 30 years, especially over the last 5. I mean, with these new directional sonar setups where you can when you can really target fish, I guess that is a game changer.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess we'll wait and see. Those discussions are happening. I do believe that you can weigh in if you go onto the Minnesota DNR website. I think they are taking some feedback about that, so depending on how you feel. Johnny, how are you? What's keeping you busy this winter?
Well, we made it through the processing season. I cut up a lot of deer this year, and we made a lot of sausage, and I'm glad for that to be finally wrapped up. And so this weekend I'm going trout fishing.
Nice.
We got the trout fishing opener, and I will be spending my weekend up at the Gunflint. Kind of the wrong direction to go when the temperature is going to bottom out, but like you were saying at the beginning, layer up.
Yeah, well, some of those lakes, and I'm sure you know exactly where to go near the Gunflint, but some of those lakes up in that area, they're fantastic for lake trout.
Yeah, I think we haven't. My fishing group I'm going with, we haven't tried Gunflint Lake for many years, and so we're going to do opening day on Gunflint Lake, and it's a big, deep, beautiful lake that's right on the Canadian border, and we're gonna give her a shot and see if we can't find a couple of bigger lakers.
Okay, direct someone who's an experienced angler, but maybe they haven't done the trout side of it because it's a different process. I mean, you're doing a few things differently. So, what are some pieces of advice you could throw someone out there that's going trout fishing through the ice for the first time?
Well, if if you're heading trout fishing, kind of the biggest key and information you can have is when you know which lakes you're going to, and if you do a little kind of a investigation of where you're going, look at some topo maps, kind of plan out the area of the lake you plan on fishing, and the DNR has lots of like net surveys and stocking reports, so you can get an idea. Like if you're going after a brookie lake that's in the boundary waters, or if you're going out on one of the bigger lakes, like I'm going to be out on Gunflint Lake, and we know that lake like that, it's big and it has some herring in it, and there's some really big fish, and so if you really are going after a trophy, you can scale up and go with larger lures, and definitely I'm going to be bringing my Vexilar out there, so I could see what's going on, and if we set up and we're sitting over an area that's not being very active, then you keep on moving around, but try to look for schools of bait fish and activity.
I mean, the last time I went ice fishing for trout, and that was, I guess, 15, 16 years ago, but my advice would be go with someone who knows what they're doing, too, because that's what I did.
Yeah, if you're going out with people that make the same trip because of previous success, that helps out. Kind of the putting yourself in a spot that's not going to be a Dead Sea. Sometimes when you go to a brand new place and you've never been there before, and you think everything's going to be fantastic, and you get there and you don't have anything happen, and be willing to get up and move, because if nothing's going on for half the day, don't waste that second half of the day.
Yeah, that's my dad talking right there. Be willing to move. You don't want to just sit around and do the same thing in the same spot. That's not producing anything. So he preaches that every day, and he's 90 now. So he knows. All right, let's talk about the archery part of Charleston's. I know that you guys are usually pretty busy in this time of the year with archery. So how's it looking?
Very good. Archery leagues are going right now. So if you drive by the bait shop in the evening, you'll see the parking lot all filled up at 7:00 at night. And that's people shooting their leagues back in the archery range. And if you're interested in archery and you come in before the league time, it can be fairly quiet. Like right now, I think we only have 2 or 3 shooters back there, and so you can kind of pick your time if you want to come and try archery when it's quiet. Come mid morning like this, and it's pretty mellow. And if you come later in the evening, it's a little more of a social thing with guys getting together and shooting their bows as teams.
I mentioned it's kind of exciting when someone comes in and they're kind of doing this for the first time, and they're getting used to it and latch onto it.
Yeah, a lot of the new shooters, they're a little intimidated about shooting in front of a big group of people, but so. Usually when you have someone that wants to come in and try archery out, they'll come in midday when they're about the only one out on the range, and that's a good way to come and learn the sport and come and get some good help from the guy working behind the counter to help you get your bow sighted in and get on target.
Right on. All right, let's talk Charleston's then. Charleston's Bait and Tackle, Charleston's Archery. What are we going to find in the store today?
Yesterday, the big moving thing with this weather is propane. If you need to get your propane tank filled, come on in, and we still got lots of propane, and you're going to want them heaters if you're doing anything outside.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. Charleston's? Charleston's Archery, Charleston's Bait and Tackle. You're at 5067 Rice Lake Road, if I remember right. I just drove by there yesterday. And open until 8 o'clock tonight. Does that sound right?
Yeah, we open, the store opens at 6. We close her down at 8 and 7 on Sundays.
All right, Johnny, we always appreciate you, and it's always nice to talk to you. Thanks very much.
Take care.
Charleston Archery, Charleston's Bait and Tackle. It's Johnny Charleston himself. It is the Fishing Frenzy on KDAL. Tom Robick in for Rick Jordan. I think that he was either en route or he is actually in Florida.
Either way, that lucky duck is going to Florida. It's not right.
He told me that, he goes, we were trying to figure out a way we could do the show from Florida, and I got a look from my wife. He got a look from Nancy.
Oh.
And so that wasn't happening. So here I am.
Here you are. He has to watch out for the falling lizards because it's so cold down there right now. The lizards are paralyzing and falling.
Is it that cold right now?
They're
and
dropping.
He's in Florida. It's that cold.
He's going to get a lizard on his head.
Oh no! I've been to Dave Miller is on the horn now too from Northwest
Morning,
Outlet.
Dave.
Good morning.
I've been in Florida, Cocoa Beach area, and it was snowing.
Wow.
We were on vacation.
That's when you want a refund.
He's just like, this is not okay. And I think the whole week we were there, it never really got much warmer than like 53. Yeah.
How can that happen?
Right. But, hey, Dave, as you and I have talked many times over the years, we embrace winter around here. We're all about the winter seasons.
Oh, you got it. I'll tell you, I've been out exercising the diesel snow shovel and the plastic snow shovel and just kind of having a blast out here in the snow. And this weekend there's kind of a couple of different things going on here. So, there was a cub run was scheduled for tomorrow up in Two Harbors, and that's been canceled for lack of snow.
Yeah.
But then we got some snow. And the other big thing here is out in Iron River, the fishing chicks put on an ice fishing contest out there that's just unbelievable. And that's tomorrow. They got like $20,000 worth of prizes that they're giving away too. And it starts at 8 o'clock with fishing on the lake, and then I'm not quite sure when, but at the Iron River Community Center they do a big banquet, but people that aren't fishing can always go there kind of during the day. I think fishing ends like at 4 maybe, and then they do a big banquet and just an amazing thing they put together. They got guys out there, they call them the breasties that drill the holes in the ice and it's women only. Yeah, but there's been some great fish caught out there and some great prizes. So, and it's open. Anybody can show up out there tomorrow morning and go fishing.
Oh, that sounds so much fun. And honestly, every time there's a ice fishing tournament or fishing tournament, whatever, these things are huge social events. Ice fishing in itself is, you're out there like a regular community.
Yeah. And, I think last year they raised like $30,000 to donate. I mean, they donate everything to the, kind of more centered probably around breast care, but all of those kind of things. And so it's a really productive, great get together. So that's a couple of the things that are going on. And this fresh snow really kind of makes things look better. It was looking kind of ugly out there for a little while.
A little icy, kind of chunky a little bit. And
yeah.
I haven't so far, and maybe it'll happen this weekend. And the cold doesn't bother me as long as you're dressed for it. I know that's one of the things that you guys do. You outfit people for this kind of stuff.
Oh, we do, and on top of it, we got our winter clearance going on all the Columbia and North Face winter clothing, and it's not just clothing either. It's like hats and gloves and boots and all this clearance stuff going on. And then on top of it, we got all kinds of other things. The long underwear, all the Carhartt clothing, the work clothing, the FR clothing, and I mean, so much of our business is focused around being outdoors in the wintertime, staying warm and comfortable, and having fun.
Yeah. So, and then also, do you still have like snowshoes and things like that? The ice cleats. I mean, I know that
we do.
We push that stuff because there's a layer of ice underneath that snow, and you really should have a pair of those.
You're a good man for reminding me about that. But yes, we've got all kinds of different the yak tracks in particular, but other ones too for ice fishing and just for walking around. I mean, today there's a lot of glare ice underneath this snow, and so it is being careful. But yeah, we've got it.
It's a wonderful store over there on Belknap in Superior, Northwest Outlet. Dave Miller is the proprietor there. And then, I would imagine you're probably already looking forward to, putting out some stuff for the summer season, too. I know people start getting kind of itchy around now.
Yeah, we did dig out a bunch of the summer clothing because people are going on cruises and vacations down south. It's like Rick's gonna have to wear his long underwear under his shorts, but that's the name of the game. But yeah, we kind of start digging that stuff out because we get a lot of requests for it. And we sell more swimming suits in the winter than we do in the summertime because people come up to hotels and stuff and they forget their suits, and so we kind of cover all the seasons as best we can.
I did not think of that. How about that? Yeah, you got to be prepared. Let's get an overview of the store there, Dave. Northwest Outlet at 1814 Belknap Street in Superior. Tell us about what it looks like today.
Oh, gosh, it looks good. We got lots of stuff out there. We got lots of clearance sale stuff going on. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday, 9 to 5:30. We're closed on Sundays because we got to get out and have some fun, too. But whatever you need to get outside and have fun, participate in different sports, do things, come check us out. And thanks, everybody, for being there. And let's start the Wake Up with Jackie Club here, because she is just a breath of sunshine.
Yes, she is.
Oh, go on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Ted. And we're in the middle of January, so it doesn't have to remind everybody to check for ticks, but that'll be coming soon. All right. Thanks a lot, Dave.
I kind of went down my own rabbit hole there. Okay.
It is the Fishing Frenzy. Tom Robick in for Rick Jordan on KDAL. Rick Jordan not here today. I think he's back next week, but we'll see how sunny Florida, evidently not so sunny and warm. I feel bad for them.
Take an extra week just so he can cash in on his good weather.
I mean, if it's that cold down there anyway. But we do have Matt King from Fisherman's Corner on the phone. And hey, Matt, how you doing? Good to talk to you.
Good. How are you?
Pretty good, man. I think the last time we talked about Matt, I think that we bought. How many pairs of waders did I buy from you that one time we had the clearance? 2 or 3, I think, sets of waders. Yeah. Yep. Well, they were such great prices.
Yeah.
You guys are always doing that sort of thing, maneuvering to to remove some inventory, to make room for other inventory, and that's sort of the way you roll.
Yeah, we got some pretty good deals going on right now, too. Ice fishing houses, augers, things like that. We had, everything ice fishing is pretty much on sale. And we're also got some boots, winter boots, and waders are on sale again. So, come on in and check it out. We got a lot of things on sale right now, and we got some new baits in right now, too. I got herring now, and I just got some more in yesterday, some different sizes. So I got 4 different sizes of herring with the lake trout season and, inland trout lakes and stuff opening up tomorrow. I think that's going to be a good bait.
What about you? You going to get out and do any trout ice fishing this year?
No, I'm moving snow right now, and tomorrow I'm working then the rest of the day, and then I'm going to be working tomorrow, and then maybe get out Sunday, Monday, and do a little fishing. We'll see.
Okay. What are your thoughts about this? And again, it's just a proposal. We want to reiterate that, but the DNR is talking about changing the limit of walleye in the state of Minnesota, where it's been 6 forever. And they're thinking of making it 4 starting in 2027.
Yeah, they did something like that with the panfish population a number of years ago, too. We used to be able to catch, used to be 15 crappies. It's now down to 10, and it used to be 30 bluegills. It's now down to 20. I guess the whole thing to it is I hope that this isn't just for some cutbacks that they're trying to spend less money on stocking and things like that. Because if you want to really build a fishery, if you're going to cut the limits down, I think the stocking should stay the same, and things like that. So we get, if you really want to build the fishery up, that's kind of my take on it.
Yeah, I guess I hadn't even thought of that angle. I know that one of the reasons they've been giving is that fishing has become more advanced because of the technology, and they're trying to be proactive. But, there could be a number of underlying reasons behind it. And, again, it's just a proposal at this point. So I think that the DNR is continuing to take feedback. And, that's a very good question to bring up, because the money-saving things are happening everywhere, right?
Right, and that would kind of be I'd have to see the underlying conditions on this to see what they're really looking at, because if they're going to keep, stocking programs the same and such, I mean, we have a lot of lakes in Minnesota, so, and some lakes get fished really hard, right? And other lakes not so hard, but if they're going to do that, I'd like to see the underlying conditions. Are we going to keep stocking the same? Are we going to keep, doing different types of habitat things and such? So we try to build the fishery up and not just doing it to, we got to cut some money somewhere, so let's drop the limit down and then we can stock less. And, because that angle I'm not really for at all.
Yeah, I think those are all fair questions, and we'll perhaps find out in the next several weeks, months, and what exactly this proposal is putting forth, and some of the motivation behind it. So we'll continue to watch that for sure. What are you hearing about success ice fishing out there? Are you hearing some good reports?
This has been a really good year. Fishing, conditions first off are really good, right? Very little snow on the lakes, no slush, basically. Lakes are in good shape. We got good ice, and fishing has been pretty favorable. Most people coming in, I would say on an average they're doing pretty well. We're selling a lot of bait, a lot of grubs and waxworms and things like that. People are having good success. Whether it be they're going after. I saw a huge. What was it? 45 inches. A guy speared a big fish the other day. He showed me a picture of that. I seen a 70-inch sturgeon the other day that a customer caught. And then there's big walleyes, really nice walleyes people have been showing me, and the crappies, I've heard some really nice crappies caught too, and bluegills. So, I mean, the fishing as a whole, all over, depending on whatever you're going after, has been pretty good.
And we've said this before, and anybody that goes angling, goes ice fishing a lot, knows this, but those fishing times are really, really, really important.
Yeah, so walleye fishing especially is, a lot of times an early morning, late afternoon bite. But I also say on these cloudier days, some people have been having some success throughout the day because, cloudier, you get a little snow cover on there. There's not as much light getting through, and so sometimes you can have some success on the walleyes. Panfish are, it depends on the lake. I see panfish. I do a lot of pan fishing, and, sometimes kind of early morning, not as good as midday to that, actually up until about a little bit before dark, actually, I find is better than, kind of anything else. They seem to be more active, and, the panfish I always look for when I'm fishing crappies, bluegills, is the ones that are suspended up a little bit off the bottom. The ones that are on the bottom are a little harder to get. They don't seem to be as aggressive to bite. So some things to look for there, and look for the bigger schools of fish. Seems like to me on the pan fishing, if you can find the bigger schools of fish, it seems like they get more aggressive.
All right, good information there. All right, we've got about a minute, so let's get an overview of Fisherman's Corner. What does it look like?
Well, we're stocked up. We're getting we're getting a lot of 2026 new firearms in. I just got a bunch of Benellis, Frankies, Stogers, Brownings. Those are all trickling in now as I get our orders in. So we're doing pretty well on firearms. But the winter stuff is, like I said, we're running some really good specials right now, some really good house deals and auger deals, 15% off augers, 15% off. I sold out of my electronics here the other day because I run in a sale on that, so I sold out of that. But I got other stuff, a lot of rods, reels, automatic tip-ups now this year where they set the hook for you. Those are legal now in Minnesota. We got a bunch of them on sale. So, stop in. We keep getting the hottest lure is the Dirty Bomb. And we keep getting those in every week. I've sold out of them 5 times now, and I keep ordering them. So I got more coming. So come on in and check it out. And lots of new baits. We got live bait, too. So come on in.
Great talking to you, Matt King, Fisherman's Corner. Thanks very much, man. Have a good weekend.
Thanks. Have a good day.
5675 Miller Trunk Highway in Duluth. That'll wrap up the Fishing Frenzy.